Hello Blazers, NFKRZ, how guys doing today? Welcome to a brand new video. Today's video, guys, I thought would be good for content. Now, I wanted to make a video on Jake motherfucking Paul, but however, FanFiction has made like 2 videos on the cons in the past week, so I'm gonna be looking like a complete piece of shit and a complete leech if I make a Jake Paul video. So today I just decided, you know what, I'm going to perhaps make something original, which is not actually original and is completely based off of other people's work. But anyways guys, I'm just sitting there, it's basically midnight, and I'm thinking to myself, what kind of video could make? And I decided, you know what, perhaps I'm going to read some fan fiction today. This totally, I did not get this idea from somebody from this community who has made a similar video recently. Right, I'm thinking we're just gonna cut the bullshit and get right into this and read some very sexy, I hope it is sexy, I'm really looking for some action right now, fan fiction. Now, in order to read fan fictions, I've gone to the beautiful website which is known as Wattpad. It's basically like Tumblr, full of problematic people writing stories about their favorite YouTubers fucking each other in the asshole. Now, there's 2 different divisions to these kind of stories. Some of them are ironic and trying to be funny, and the others are legit serious, where a person fantasizes about having sex with Ray William Johnson or some shit like that. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't think anybody has ever fantasized about having sex with Ray William fucking Johnson, okay? So I guess we're going to start off with a funny one. I just searched up NFKRZ on Wattpad here, and the first one we see is, let's get down to the news. Keemstar and NFKRZ fanfic. You guys really thought that one through, huh? Me and Keemstar, the most likely 2 people on YouTube to have a love affair, clearly. 2.9 thousand reads, it's pretty popular, let's check it out, it's gonna be pretty good. It's a nice afternoon. Keemstar is by his desk consuming some G Fuel and popcorn while reading Twitter. Somebody rings the doorbell, Keem is home alone, he opens the door and it's NFKRZ. They both sit down and decide to play some Xbox. After playing for 10 minutes, Keem decides to change his clothes, and NFKRZ sees all the nice black butt hairs, while Keem is changing to his yoga pants. You know what the problem is that when I read shit, I tend to imagine everything, so I'm literally imagining in my mind Keemstar's hairy ass changing to yoga pants, okay? I like yoga pants, but on women, okay? I don't want to look at fucking GJ Killer Keemstar in yoga pants. What am I, fucking gay? Keem spots NFKRZ looking at his butt, so he quickly pulled up his yoga pants. Keem says that he needs to do some work. NFKRZ denies that by grabbing Keem around the waist. So, most people who do this shit, they can't even spell correctly. You know, perhaps Keemstar himself wrote this. I mean, he's known to have pretty shitty grammar and, like, dyslexia or whatever. So, I would not be surprised if Keemstar actually wrote this and he fantasizes about having sex with me. NFKRZ pulled down Keem's yoga pants and stares at Keem's nice smelling set of balls. Y'all niggas need Jesus, I swear to God. Y'all niggas need fucking Jesus. He gently touches the left side of Keem's ballsack. Keem is moaning as loud as possible. I don't think that's really how it works, because if I touch my own ballsack, not really feeling any pleasure, okay? I'm doing it right now. NFKRZ continues to touch Keem's butt and he asks Keem if he's into anal. Keem says yes and NFKRZ starts to fist Keem while Rabbit keeps cock into his face. Why did I get the idea to read this, honestly? I know the person who wrote this is genuinely not actually sitting there jerking off and fantasizing about Keemstar and NFKRZ bangers having sex, but I'm envisioning this in my mind right now, okay? And it's fucked. So Leafy walked into the room and he couldn't believe his eyes. Keem was fisting NFKRZ in the ass. Leafy said, "Oh my god, what are those positive vibes?" And NFKRZ responded by saying, "We are doing this because it's so good." After 10 minutes of watching the fisting, Leafy decided to join by saying, "I need a positive vibes in my booty hole." What is even happening? The person who wrote this cannot be older than 11, because what the fuck? They continued by butt fucking each other while listening to Allahu Akbar trap remix. Pretty good, that's a great song. Yeah. At this moment, Pyro walked in smoking 2 weeds at the same time. He said, "Sexy beast, what are you guys doing?" And it's to be continued. This was written, I think, in 2016. Part 3 never came. Sorry, everybody. Anybody who ever wanted to read something about NFKRZ and Pyrocynical fucking each other in the ass, check out this video right here. In this video, I did fuck Pyrocynical in the asshole. It's true, not clickbait. Okay, I want to read something that's a little bit serious, because the last one was written by somebody who's not finished 6th grade yet, probably, so I want to read this one. Frequency, NFKRZ X Reader. Pretty interesting, I hope I finally get to fuck someone in this one. You paced your room as the Ruski that you befriended a few months ago was listing off various things that came to mind over your decision that you couldn't make. Your outfit, for your date. Okay, nigga, what is this shit, okay? You see guys, no fuckers ain't the type of nigga to ever be in friendzone, okay? If a bitch tryna friendzone me, I cut ties. Permanently. We either fucking, we either smashing, or I ain't got time for your shit. So this is pretty not realistic. I would never be in a position of helping a woman choose outfits for her date with some cunts, okay? What do I look like? I'm into cock holding? I'm really not. He held his hand over his mouth as he fell back to bed. The red that was blended into his pale face didn't end as he continued to bit off his little chubby cheeks. He looked into the ceiling as soon as he had a lump in his throat, realizing she's going out with some loser tonight. He then realized something, forcing him to pull himself up, his eyes widened as he held the bottom half of his face. I'm in love. He may have discovered his newfound affection for you, but you had no parts of it. You saw him as a friend. Plus, he had no way of making a move if she's going to a fucking date in an hour tops. Once again, as you guys can tell, no fuckers bang is shown in the role of a cuck. In this story, I do not like that. You were in his chest, being he was 6'3". That's right. That is correct. That's some factual info here. Ladies, if anybody's got a daddy king, hit me up. You were short compared to him, about 5'5". The silence lasted for a few seconds, but the hug lasted for an eternity. Isn't this a bit proactive? He whispered into the air, but you managed to hear him. You laughed, snorting a bit over his childish comments. Don't get your hopes up, virgin. Yeah, this is not a Pyrocynical fanfiction though. No, fuckers Bangus is not a virgin. Pyrocynical is, okay? Get your facts fucking straight. I mean, at least niggas are defending me in the comments. October 30th. Roman has a girlfriend. Yeah, but not anymore. You sat across a handsome man as you seemed not too much of a mess. You patted off an anecdote in your lap and smiled at him. He had shaggy black hair and his eyes were deep black as he looked into your eyes. You look really pretty, he admitted, as he wasn't in the most fancy attire. He had a sad boy's shirt and a sad face's beanie that made his hair spiral onto his forehead. Thanks. Thanks, Joji. You look like you always do. You teased as Joji cracked a smile, snorted. Okay, so apparently the guy that is cucking no fuckers bangers in the story is actually Filter Frank, George Miller. Pretty good. Excellent choice. However, I don't really think Joji would be wearing a fucking sad boy's shirt in 2016. I mean, that shit is so 2013, it's crazy. His eyes stored back into yours, his eyes getting lost into you, eye color pupils, biting his lip.
If you're gonna use this shit trick, you might as well fucking kiss me.
Your words ran through his ears as he smirked and leaned in, his eyelids slowly slouching downwards as his vision soon became blurry as you leaned in as well. The moon shadowed on your two bodies as his lips became closer to yours. Georgie inhaled deeply and exhaled lightly, staring at you as soon as you let out a laugh. I've never actually kissed someone, let alone felt like this to someone. Like you're fucking banging. Wait, not in the way I only brought you here to bang. Well, wanna see how banging it is? You seductively asked, biting your lips. So as you guys can see, and this, by the way, the fanfiction ended there. It would never continued, so we never get the sex scene with Joji and the reader, unfortunately. But as you guys can tell, no fuck is getting left out of the action over here, okay? What the fuck is Joji the one getting pussy in this fanfiction? 0 out of 10, bad fanfiction. Worst one I've ever fucking read. I wanted to read another one. I just opened up this fanfiction which is called YouTuber X Reader One Shots. And there were a couple of things in that. There was one describing Pyrocynical and Reader having sexual intercourse, then Leafy X Reader having sexual intercourse. Now I'll click to the next one. It says, up next is a smart no fuckers X Reader fic. Feel free to request more here, babes. And it's been updated on June 6th, so clearly, apparently, the no fuckers isn't fucking anybody today, guys. Why am I not getting action, okay? I feel underappreciated by the fanfic community, okay? I'm sure there are people watching this video who write shit on Wattpad, okay? You guys out there, give Papa no fuckers some love, okay? Because y'all niggas are gay, okay? There's all this Pyrocynical fanfics, and if somebody tries to write a no fuckers fanfic, well, they never fucking finish it. You know, it's like high school rejection all over again. So yeah, if you happen to be a female sexualized by various YouTubers, go ahead and write a no fuckers fanfic, and if one is going to be written, which is really good, has a lot of great sexy details in there, I will read it out on my channel later, but for now, I'm fucking done, because I'm gonna go and cry myself to sleep now. Anyways, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for today's video. If I've read somebody's fanfic in this video, and you're feeling maybe offended, that's not really the case. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun here. I don't actually disrespect people who write fanfics, because it's kind of fun. But yeah, my niggas, I'm waiting for sexy no fuckers fanfiction, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.